Welcome back. When it comes to transplants, kidneys are the most common organ Michiganders wait for. The average wait time is well above the national average.
Yeah, experts say the reason because that is there just simply aren't enough kidneys to meet that need. But on World Kidney Day, which is today, they're hoping to change that narrative.
It was like being in purgatory, just not knowing anything. The only thing that was for sure was I was going to do dialysis either tonight or the following night.
Miguel Munoz giving us a glimpse into what life used to be like every day. Munoz suffering from kidney failure, the result of a separate transplant surgery he had back in 2018 to fix an aortic aneurysm. Hooked up to dialysis 4 days a week for 3.5 years, waiting and waiting for a match until August 5th, 2021.
I got the call at about 5:30 in the morning, and they said, come to the hospital, we have a match for you.
Munoz's experience is just a small example of a larger issue here in Michigan. The average wait time for a kidney transplant in America is 3 to 5 years, but in Michigan, it's 7. Part of the reason? Well, kidneys are in high demand. Gift of Life Michigan says there are 2,500 people waiting for an organ transplant in our state. And breaking that number down by organ, you see the issue. At the very top of the list are kidneys, with more than 2,000 people living in limbo. But the most surprising statistic of all, almost 5 million people are registered to be organ donors in Michigan. Only 0.5% of them qualify after death.
Typically, the patient has to have succumbed to a neurological injury or aftermath of something else that leads to neurological compromise, maintained on a ventilator. So someone who dies in a car accident is not likely to be an organ donor.
But as Bruce nicely explained, there is a misconception about transplants, especially with kidneys. You don't have to die to donate.
Most of us, though, just don't probably think about it or didn't even know it's a thing. So it just, the awareness that such programs exist helps a lot of people look into it and decide, this is something I want to do.
Munoz and his wife knew it was something they wanted to do as soon as he received his own transplant.
Ever since we got put on the donor list for me to receive a kidney, we both put ourselves, we both registered as donors, just because you got to pay it forward. I was given the gift of a new life. So I'd hope that one day some part of me could give someone else a new lease on life.
And Munoz paying it forward. Really cool what he decided to do with his wife there, but there is clearly a need. The Gift of Life Michigan had 429 deceased organ donors last year, and based on the numbers, even if every one of those could have donated both of their kidneys, they wouldn't have even made it halfway through that list.
There's so many factors that go into a kidney donation, a kidney transplant that you don't always think of, and you hear these real stories. It puts it in perspective for you.